over $1,000 for bust on your shoes, bro. Like, what? I checked online. They're sold out. Huh? Who is buying this? Genuinely, I want to know.
This is a $3,000 leather garbage bag, created by Balenciaga as a luxury alternative to standard trash bags.
I'm telling you people right now, anybody I see with this bag, I am roasting you. I'm going to get a bullhorn and I'm going to set your ass on fire. I swear if I see you walking down the street with that bag.
Now I want you to look at these products next to their actual inspirations. A literal trash bag that costs like what, maybe 50 cents? Dirty sneakers you'd probably throw away. A paper bag from the grocery store. And regular Crocs that normally would cost you what, like 30 bucks? These are some of the most successful luxury products over the last few years. They're intentionally ugly, absurdly overpriced, and yet people are buying them, wearing them in public, on purpose. People pay a lot of money to look like they're carrying garbage or wearing shoes they found in a dumpster, and they're selling this shit out. Have we all lost our minds, or is there something deeper happening? I looked into why luxury brands are making their products less attractive, and what I found out shows a clever strategy that changes how we view status, fashion, and what we spend our money on. This is the real reason designer brands are getting uglier. In order to understand how we got here, we need to go back to what luxury fashion used to be about. For years, luxury brands built their status on three things: craftsmanship, elegance, and timeless design. You've got your classics like Chanel suits, Hermes bags, Rolex watches. The main point is that they are well made and elegant. You could even pass them down to your kids eventually.
So, this is how the rich kids live.
Luxury was about exclusivity. Sure, it was also about the beauty of it, but these brands worked with top artists, and these top artists spent years honing their skills. They used the finest materials, they created things that were genuinely stunning to look at. But then, something changed. And that something was social media. You see, beautiful classic designs don't hit the same way in today's era. They don't get the engagement, they don't get shared, memed, or talked about at all. I mean, when you think about it, when was the last time you saw a perfectly crafted, elegant handbag go viral? When was the last time someone posted a classic Hermes bag and it got millions of views? The data shows it. Ugly fashion gets way more engagement than your average fashion post, and the algorithm rewards controversy. Guess what? Luxury brands noticed this. They saw that attention is the most valuable currency out there. You see, these fun items can serve as free marketing for their products. Brands discovered something simple yet powerful. It's better to be mocked than it is to be ignored. A $2,000 ugly handbag with 10 million views is worth way more than a nice $2,000 bag that nobody notices. Memes and attention boost its value. When something goes viral, even if people are making fun of it, that's still free marketing. That's still millions of people seeing your brand name. And guess what? Some of those people, despite all of the jokes, are gonna wanna buy it. So how exactly does this strategy work? Number one, we got the Balenciaga trash bag. In 2022, Balenciaga released what they called the trash pouch, an $1,800 leather bag that looked exactly like a garbage bag. And I mean exactly. It had the same crinkle texture, the same shape, and it even bunched up at the top just like a garbage bag. The internet absolutely lost its mind. Within hours, Twitter was flooded with memes, news outlets picked up the story, late night talk show hosts made jokes about it. Man, the bag was absolutely everywhere. But here's the thing, with all of that ridicule, that was millions of dollars in free advertising. Balenciaga didn't pay a cent for all of that coverage, yet their brand name has been seen by hundreds of millions of people all across the world. And the result? The bag sold out. Despite everyone making fun of it, or maybe because everyone was making fun of it, people wanted it. You thought that was crazy? Wait till you see this. In 2017, Gucci released the Screener sneakers for $870. These weren't just expensive shoes. They were expensive shoes that came dirty straight out of the box. Gucci literally wore them out in a factory to make them look like they'd been worn for years. The whole concept of dirty luxury went absolutely viral. Many people were shocked that a luxury brand charged nearly $900 for shoes, and the shoes looked like it came straight out of a thrift store. The memes were absolutely endless. And guess what? That attention led to sales, and then Gucci's dirty sneaker became a top seller and inspired so many knockoffs. Suddenly, every luxury brand was making distressed, dirty products. This one here might be the most genius of them all. Luxury brands began teaming up with Crocs. Yeah, you know Crocs, those rubber clogs, those things that are total opposite of high fashion. Balenciaga made a collab with Crocs called the Bottega Venetas, which were $1,100 rubber clogs. These collabs created a whole new category of what I like to call ironic luxury. And the sales data is just absolutely incredible. These Croc collabs consistently outperformed traditional luxury shoes. Balenciaga Crocs sold out in minutes. The waiting lists were months long. So here's the formula these brands have perfected. Step 1. Make something bold that grabs attention. Make it ugly, make it weird, or make it controversial. Do it enough so that people just simply can't ignore it. Step 2. Let social media do the marketing for you. Don't spend a dime on ads. Let the internet make fun of your product completely for free. Step 3. Sell it exclusively and use scarcity. Make limited quantities so people feel like they need to buy it now or miss out forever. Step 4. Profit from the controversy. All that negative attention, it's actually positive for your bottom line. This isn't fashion anymore. This is psychological warfare hidden behind luxury goods. So why are people actually buying this stuff? I mean, we can laugh at the brands for making ugly products, but someone is actually paying $1,800 for trash bags. So what's going on in people's heads? They're suffering from what I call conspicuous consumption. All conspicuous consumption is people spending money on luxury or lavish items in an attempt to make themselves look more cool and enhance their prestige. In the age of social media, it's not enough to own pricey items anymore. You need the items that look good in photos or spark reactions. You need things that will get likes, comments, and shares. You see, you could get a beautiful classic Hermes bag that might cost you $10,000. But when you post it on Instagram, it's just like another bag. It doesn't scream, look at me, the way a $1,800 trash bag does. The trash bag is weird enough that people will stop scrolling, double take, and engage with your post. They'll probably call you stupid, but guess what? They're gonna engage. Social media has made luxury shopping like a performance. You're not just buying a product, you're buying content, you're buying clout. There's an even more powerful force at play here. I call it the Emperor's New Clothes effect. Celebrities and influencers often make ridiculous items seem cool. First, a celebrity wears something totally ridiculous. For example, Kim Kardashian in that full body Balenciaga tape outfit that looked like she was wrapped up in duct tape. The fashion press immediately declares it as ironic or pushing the boundary. And then suddenly, thousands of followers are commenting on things and saying things like,
"She's so ahead of her time and only she can pull this off."
But here's the thing. If you or I wore that, people would literally think we lost our mind. The only reason why it's considered high fashion is because a celebrity wore it and the fashion industry told us it was cool. This causes a feeling where people think that they might not get fashion, or maybe they might miss out on the charm in ugly luxury, so they buy into it. Literally because they don't want to seem unsophisticated, but truthfully, they just fell for the bait. And then you have the scarcity factor. And brands know they can get people to buy things they don't like by calling it limited edition. Scarcity makes us fear missing out. And there's studies that confirm the effect of this is strong. So when something is scarce, we see it as valuable, and our brains react this way even if we know it's not true. So brands will drop these ugly items in tiny quantities, and they'll announce that there are only 500 Balenciaga Crocs available worldwide. People are out there camping, at stores, they're refreshing websites. They're all competing to buy these things they might not even want. They do this because of the fear of missing out later. That's not rational consumer behavior. That's manipulation. So we've talked about how this all works, but what's the actual cost of this whole system? Because it turns out the effects go way beyond just expensive ugly handbags. This trend is fundamentally changing how people make purchasing decisions. And not just for luxury items either. I've started to notice that people are evaluating products based off of their viral potential rather than their actual quality or how much they actually like the item itself. We've seen this with the Apple Vision Pro, where everyone was wearing those goofy ass goggles around for like a week and then it disappeared because guess what? Nobody wanted to use them. I've seen people buy clothes they don't think are necessarily good for them, but because they think the outfit will get likes on Instagram, they do it. People are choosing restaurants not based on the food, but on how Instagrammable the interior is. Just look at Nobu. You got women that take pictures like they signed a record deal. We're essentially buying experiences and the products based on how they'll perform on social media rather than how they'll make us feel at the end of the day. It's almost like we've become our own personal marketing departments, constantly curating our lives for maximum engagement rather than maximum happiness. You walk through a trendy neighborhood full of hipsters and you'll see dozens of people walking around wearing the same exact unique designer items, the same exact ugly sneakers, the same exact oversized accessories. We've kind of created this system where being different requires buying the exact same expensive things as everyone else who's trying to be different. It's conformity disguised as rebellion, and it costs thousands of dollars to participate. We're not buying fashion anymore. We're buying our way into conversation, and the brands are laughing all the way to the bank.